Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. So today I am on a little weekend project, building something for a friend I've done for before. But this, I wasn't doing videos when I did this before, so I'm back to pretty much do another version of what I did before. So just give you a quick explanation. This client's got a disabled daughter, and due to the issues, disability and struggles to get upstairs, she created a downstairs bedroom, basically using the living room. I actually have a video where think I built a partition and skimmed the partition. So we split the living room into two rooms. One is the bedroom, and the other half would obviously be a smaller living room. So before the living room was split, I had built a TV, sort of fake chimney breast, with an inbuilt TV and an inbuilt heater, electric kind of fake fireplace heater built in. And that is now on the side of the room that the bedroom is. So now they want one on the other side now, where the living room is now, so they can put the TV up and stuff like that. So I'm going to build another identical one to the one that I built before. So I'm working in Kilburn today, which is West London, Northwest London, South Kilburn specifically, which is actually the area that I was born and raised. So I'm literally in right in my old kind of neighborhood. And I've only just noticed where I'm working, literally my school that I went to as a child, my primary school, you can see right in front of me, St. Mary's Catholic Primary School, which is where I went to school from the beginning of school till ages of 8, before I went to live in the Caribbean. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that, guys. And when I'm in the area, I might see if I can see my old street where I used to live, and show you that. If anyone is from the area, Northwest London, or knows Kilburn, or maybe went to St. Mary's, let me know. Give me a shout as well if you're familiar with the area. This area has changed a lot since I grew up. There's a lot of new housing developments. They've changed complete road layouts. They've removed roundabouts. The area, if you didn't know it well, you'd get lost now of how much it's changed. But yeah, so I'm here today, South Kilburn. I'm going to build this unit, so I'm going in now to measure up the existing unit, and I'm going to try and make it pretty much the same. I believe she wants it pretty much the same, so I'll take some measurements. She also wants some floating shelves on one side of this new fireplace, and I will be building these floating shelves from scratch. So I'll show you how I build floating shelves. Floating shelves basically are shelves where you don't see the brackets that support the shelf, so they look like they're sort of hovering in the air. So I'm going to build those for her as well. They're going to take care of all the painting and stuff like that, but I'm just going to do the construction of the units. So I'm going to go in there now, do some measurements, and then I'll catch up with you guys later on. So thanks for watching, and see you soon. So guys, this is the space that I'm going to be working in. This is half of the living room. You can see the wall in front of me is the wall I'm going to be building it on. There's a radiator here that I need to remove because it's slightly in the way of the unit, and there will be a taller, narrower one going in its place. So the unit's going to be pretty much the center of the wall, slightly to the left, and on the right hand side here is where the floating shelves will be built. So the customers left me this little sketch of basically where she wants the unit and the width of it. So you can see the radiator on the side. There'll be a taller radiator here, and the units are 150 millimeters wide, and so are the shelves. So guys, this is the old unit that I built before. So this is the other side of the partition wall, which was part of the living room before. You can see the heater at the bottom. It's an electric heater. You've got a little space in the bottom for your skybox or whatever, and then obviously there's the place for the TV. Just showing you the finish on here a little bit close up. This the customer, she did this as like some type of, I guess, design painting. It looks really good. It's come out really nice, and it's got a kind of a texture to it as well. It's got little sparkles in it and stuff like that. So, you know, she finished it as far as the painting is concerned, and it's looking good. So just show you guys what that looked like. So first thing you're going to do is shut this radiator down, drain it off. You can see you just need to just close this off here, and it's got some sort of flexible pipes running around the back, and then I'll shut off this side, and then I will drain out the radiator and remove it. So first thing I do is I shut this valve off, and then once I drain the radiator, I can disconnect the valve from where it connects to the radiator, and that way I don't need to drain out the whole system. So I'll be disconnecting it here, which is after the valve. I'll also put a blank plate on the end of that as well, just to make sure we don't get any leaks when I remove it. And I need to take this little cap off on this side, and I'll have to close this one probably using a pliers. So I took the cap off, and there is a little screw just holding it on. Just take that screw off, and then you can pop the little cap off. So then now I just need to turn this clockwise until it's nice and tight, and then that will close off that valve, and then I can disconnect the radiator from the connection just to the right hand side of that knob that I'm turning there. Then I will put a bucket underneath and drain it out, and then I can take the radiator out. So I've taken the radiator off. You can see the brackets were the old ones, and this is where the pipes are running up the wall. You can see the concrete wall behind. So these are dot and dab. This is a new build, and yeah, it shows some of the quality in the build. But I've got to take these brackets off because they won't be reused. I've taken off this beading that they had put on, someone had put on. It was just stapled on really, so it came off quite easily. But you can see it's in some places it's ripped the paper off where it's attached to the caulking that they put around. And as you can see, these new builds, they don't skim much anymore. They just fill the joints and sand them down. So the walls are not that strong. Personally, I don't like this. I prefer to skim, but you know, they're making these properties very quickly and they want to save money. So just taking some measurements, and I've got my timber and so on. I'm going to build the frame first. Once I build the frame, I'm going to wrap the whole thing in plasterboard, and I am going to put angle bead on it, and I'm also going to skim it. So that's what I did on the other side. So I'm going to basically do exactly the same thing. So I'll attach these to the wall with adhesive and screws. And this is the only bit that will be fixed to the wall. Everything else will be pretty much, you know, bolted together, and I'll also be fixing it to the ceiling. I also want to do minimal damage to the house, and the floor has recently been laid, so I won't be screwing anything down to the floor. It will just be sitting on the floor, so if they ever decide to take this out at any point, it won't be any damage to the floor. All right, guys, so this is it for me for today. I've managed to build the structure of this, and as you can see, I've covered everywhere with plasterboard all the way down. There'll be some skirting board around the bottom. I'll just continue the skirting board from the existing wall and wrap it around the chimney breast, same like I did with the other one. And also plasterboard in the inside. I'll be skimming all of this. It's awkward to skim, but I did it the last time, and I'll do it again. So all these areas will be skimmed, and then obviously they'll be painted and stuff. But yeah, I think it's come out good day's work there. I should be back here tomorrow to put the angle beads. I'll be putting angle beads all around the insides and on the outside edge, and I'll be skimming it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know what you think, and we'll catch up on the next one. Take care.